Hi, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you're here, yay, I'm so glad. My goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make your decision as to whether or not you want to spend time or money, or sometimes both, watching a specific film. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I so appreciate your support. So today the movie I'm reviewing is called The Black Demon. Nature Bites Back. This thriller of a movie is now available to stream online. It's rated R and is 1 hour and 40 minutes. The movie review mom grade I'm giving it is a C plus. Now let me explain why. Keep watching. I'll give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, if there are any, and recommendations for other films that you might like even better. All right, you ready to dive in? Pun intended. So, in a nutshell, the director was Adrian Grunberg. Writing credits go to Boice Esquerra, or Esquerra. There's a Spanish spoken in this movie. Critics absolutely hate this movie, awarding it a disgracefully low 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, audiences are getting a kick out of it, giving the popcorn thriller 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you've seen this movie, let me know which score you would give it. Comment down below. So, things that I liked about this movie. First of all, Josh Lucas. Josh Lucas has been in a lot of decent movies over the years. So, his face on the movie poster definitely caught my eye. And I assumed the movie would be campy and fun. And it is for the most part. He stars in the movie with Fernanda Urrejola as his wife from Mexico. In real life, she's from Chile, where she was a competitive synchronized swimmer. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to do that, but I just never did. I guess my parents signed me up for piano and dance lessons, and I probably never told them, honestly, but I thought it was kind of fun and cool. I mean, I thought it would be fun and cool to be a synchronized swimmer. I love the pool. I love swimming. Anyway, she has been working very hard and has 3 movies releasing close to one another this year alone. So good for her. Is it just me, or do you also think Julio Cesar Sevillo in the movie looks a little bit like a Latin version of William Shatner? Huh? Huh? Fun fact, there really is a legend about a black demon around Baja, California. And I was there years ago, didn't hear the legend. Of course, I also didn't speak Spanish back then, so I don't know. But some claim to have actually seen it, although there really isn't any scientific evidence to support it. If you've seen it, comment down below. Fans of the movie Jaws might remember the line that Hooper said when he put on his face mask in the movie. He says, "Ain't got no spit," because you're supposed to spit into the face mask. And what that does is help to prevent it from fogging up. I've done that for years, and I can't say that it really works great. No matter what I do, my face masks always fog up. But anyway, one of the characters in this movie, Paul, says the exact same line. Fans of Nacho Libre, the movie, me, get such a kick out of that movie. Will also get a kick out of seeing the actor who played El Esqueleto in that goofy movie. In this movie, his character's name is El Chocolatito, which means the little chocolate one. The actor's name in real life is Hector Jimenez. He doesn't have a big role, which I was kind of bummed about, but we do get to see him a few times. Now, with all of that praise as it was, there are just a few things that I didn't like or just thought could have been done better. For example, people want to go to the movies to relax and have fun, mostly, definitely not to be preached at. So we see images not related at all to the location or the story that we're seeing in this movie. And we're constantly being told that we are killing the planet. And that's partly why this demon monster ended up in the ocean and is trying to kill everybody. So by the time the movie starts, a lot of people have already been killed. So there aren't many new ones to chomp on, which is what people go to see when they want to watch these monster movies, right? So more action, please. More shark, please. Surprisingly, we see very little of the actual shark. They say he's a megalodon. And by the way, you should definitely check out the movie The Meg. I'll give you some recommendations here in just a few minutes. But anyway, this shark just sort of wanders off and he isn't circling this big rig in a constant threatening way like he should be the whole time. Or maybe it's a girl, we don't know. But because he's not constantly circling around and showing his teeth and killing more people, the tension drops a little bit until finally, when the dumb people accidentally fall into the water, all of a sudden the shark appears out of nowhere. So that kind of stuff is silly. The dialogue fills way too much of the movie. If it were clever and witty dialogue, then it wouldn't be so bad, but it's not really clever or witty. Most of the characters are pretty annoying. We're often shown images of words that flicker on the screen, but we're not given enough time to actually read or understand what they're supposed to mean or to even determine if they're even important to the story. And most of the time, it's not that important to the story. A few items are, so you can kind of get some backstory, but you'll survive if you don't read it all fast enough. The trailer really shows the best parts of the movie. And I hate saying that. And that's not true for a lot of movies, but kind of for this one. It's mostly drama with not very much humor. So this movie could possibly become one of those popular ones that people like to play in the background during parties for people to laugh at because it's so dumb. It's that kind of a movie. So let me give you some tips for parents. There's a lot of Spanish that's spoken, sometimes with subtitles, but not always. There is profanity in English and in Spanish. We see dead bodies floating just under the water, which is creepy and gross. Some people do get chomped. Some people do die. Some of the themes that are illustrated in the movie are evil corporations, saving the environment. And I say those things like those, like saving the environment is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We all should. But in this type of a movie where people just want to have fun and get jump scares, they're going to be really annoyed by this lecturing of environmentalism and socialism in that way. Family is a positive theme, unsafe working conditions, dishonesty, and Aztec legends. So there are some movies that you definitely should watch that I think you'll probably like better. As I mentioned, the first one is The Meg. It's over the top and goofy and ridiculous, but it's also well done and feels like a bigger budget movie because it was. A classic that you definitely need to put on your watch list if you haven't seen it is Jaws. Now, it's going to feel a little dated, but again, it's a classic and really one of the first big ones that Hollywood, well, at least in my time, my lifetime, produced, where people were really afraid to go into the beaches because of the sharks, because they had just seen this movie. And then a more recent one is called The Shallows. And it's interesting. It's one woman against a mean shark in the shallows, not way out in the middle of the ocean, where often these take place. Of course, the movie Jaws was, right close to the edge of the beach line. The Meg was more out in the middle of the ocean. But anyway, if you're into Shark Week or any other time of year when you want to watch sharks, check those out. All right, thank you so much for watching this movie review. I hope it was helpful for you. Whenever you get a minute, run over to Instagram and follow me as Movie Review Mom, but also as my author name, Trina Boice. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.